I love Elder Neil L. Andersen, the apostle that we get to study today. He is truly a prophet, a seer, and a revelator of the Most High God. If I were in our classroom today, I would probably jump up onto the piano and stand there looking over the whole class and quote Isaiah 55, 8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, saith the Lord, for my ways and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. That seems to be a theme of Elder Andersen. Stop, step back, and see things from God's perspective. Don't listen to the voices clamoring over here or clamoring over there. Put yourself in tune with the Lord and take the Lord's point of view, because he has a higher perspective and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts and his ways are higher than our ways. So we read two talks from Elder Andersen, his May 2019 talk and his October 2019 talk. I'm going to include clips from each of those talks, but I want to just introduce a couple of look-fors as you study his talks. From his May 2019 talk, and I'll play the clip where he takes that fantastic piece of art and then shifts the view so that you see it's a human eye. And he compares that to the proclamation to the world on the family. All 15 living prophets, seers, and revelators put their testimonies and their faith on that document and said, this is from the Lord. And you can trust the united voice of the First Presidency and the Quorum of the 12 when they make such a declaration. And the family proclamation is such an eternal truth. We need to pay attention to it, the family proclamation, as a statement of eternal truth. Then in his October talk, he's going to talk about fruit. I'll play the video clip where he shows us a wonderful artist rendition of Lehi's vision of the tree of life. And then he'll dissect and talk about the different parts. But pay particular attention to what Elder Andersen teaches us about the great and spacious building. He says, and I love this phrase, they are pointing and scoffing and wail day and night on their internet megaphones. Now, that's as great as an apostolic warning as I can get. The internet is screaming the views of the world. The internet is screaming the views of man. YOLO, you only live once. Moral relativism, whatever feels good for you is fine for everybody. The standards of the Lord are set. And don't give in to the loudness of the internet megaphones that are chanting out the world's views, because truth is truth. And truth is determined by the one being who knows all truth, and that is God, our eternal Father, as taught by his Son, Jesus Christ. And so we need to pay close attention to that. Finally, as you study Elder Andersen's talk on fruit, will you listen for him to clearly teach that the fruit of the tree of life is the atoning sacrifice of Jesus Christ. That's the gift God gives to us, and that is that gift that is so sweet, above all that is sweet, to partake of the Savior's atonement into our lives, that makes us clean from sin and stronger than we are on our own. The Savior lifts and the Savior redeems. And Elder Andersen makes it clear that the fruit of the tree of life is what the Savior is offering through the gift of his atonement. And that's a glorious, wonderful gift. I also invite you to do something else as you read Elder Andersen's talk. He, as a mission president in Paris, France, years ago, and you've read this in his biography article, talked about don't live your life without miracles. Live your life expecting miracles. We believe in a God of miracles. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, and he's always been a God of miracles. And so listen for it and watch for Elder Andersen to slip in some little hint of watch for miracles and expect miracles. And he just seems to almost always talk about that in his talks, about the Savior is a God of miracles and he hasn't changed. So, two great talks, an eye of faith. Make sure you're seeing the teachings of Jesus Christ and his church with an eye of faith. And secondly, partake of the fruit. Reach for the Savior. Allow his atonement both to strengthen you and to cleanse you, to come into your heart and life. If ever we need to be clean, it's right now when the world is raging with disease and all kinds of crazy things are happening. We want to know, I'm clean. I'm ready. Along those lines, I hope that you had a chance to partake of the sacrament this past week in a home and family setting. If not, you look for that opportunity this coming week. In my home, we had such a sacred time doing that as we gathered with my family and my son's little family. My 11-year-old deacon grandson passed the sacrament to the 8 of us. What an incredible experience it is to partake of that fruit. We sat there after the sacrament and just pondered for a moment the beauty of the atonement of Jesus Christ and what he has done for us. I testify that the Savior's atoning sacrifice can give us strength in this time of questions, in this time of uncertainty. I hope you're listening to President Nelson's video messages that have been coming out every couple of days and that you're paying attention. I love Elder Andersen. He's a prophet of God. Enjoy his talks.